There is a quiet violence in the belief that you must earn the right to exist. For many, self-worth feels like a currency to be acquired, as if you must barter for a seat at the table of life by proving your usefulness, beauty, or brilliance. But self-esteem, in its truest and most grounded form, is not a fortress built from achievements or praise. It is the silent, unshakable knowing that it is safe to be here. The very fact of your being, your breath, your gaze, your pulse, has inherent value, a kind of sacred permission granted long before you learn to doubt. Imagine the first rays of morning light filtering through the stained glass of a cathedral. The colors spill across cold stone, painting the air with fractured beauty. Each shard of glass, once sharp and broken, now becomes a vessel for light. This is what self-esteem can be, not an unblemished pane, but a mosaic of all you have survived, each piece refracting the world's brightness in its own way. Your pain, your longing, your hope, none are wasted. Each is woven into the whole. We spend years, sometimes lifetimes, chasing the illusion that worth is something to be built up, brick by brick. But what if it is something that emerges when the rubble of false beliefs and old wounds is gently cleared away? Like an ancient inscription revealed beneath centuries of dust, the truth of your worth has always been there, waiting to be seen. It asks for your attention, not your approval. Can you feel the difference between the striving and the simple recognition of being? Self-efficacy is the second pillar of this inner sanctuary. It is the slow, steady learning that your actions matter, that you can shape your world, even in small ways. As a child stacking blocks, you discovered that your hands could build, topple, and rebuild. Over time, the world's response to your efforts became a mirror, sometimes reflecting pride, sometimes disappointment, sometimes nothing at all. Yet the power to act, to try, to change, remains intrinsic, like the heartbeat of a cathedral echoing through empty halls. When you doubt your efficacy, life can feel like a locked door. You knock and knock, but nothing stirs on the other side. Each unanswered effort becomes another stone in the wall between you and the world. If you have ever felt invisible, you know this ache. But the paradox is that even in the smallest gesture, watering a plant, writing a single line, reaching out to a friend, you are invoking change. The world shifts, however quietly, in response. The gesture of invocation, hands open and raised, is as old as human longing. It is a supplicant's stance, both vulnerable and dignified. It acknowledges that you are not alone in this world, nor are you powerless. To invoke is to call forth, to ask for connection, meaning, or transformation. Every time you act with intention, you echo this gesture, summoning possibility from the silence, even if only for yourself. The journey to self-esteem is not a straight path upward, but a spiraling return to what was always yours. It is a pilgrimage through shadowed corridors, past memories that still sting, towards a sanctuary within. Along the way, you gather the broken pieces of your story. Some are sharp, others dulled by time, but each belongs. Integration is not erasing the cracks, it is letting the light in through them. Many of us wait for permission, from parents, partners, society, to believe we are enough. We hope for a declaration, a blessing, some external sign that we are finally worthy. But this is a mirage. The cathedral does not ask the sunlight to justify its beauty. It simply stands, open to the sky, allowing the day to illuminate its colors. So too, you must learn to grant yourself the permission to exist as you are, without conditions. There is an aching tenderness in this process. The yearning to feel at home in your own skin is not a flaw. It is a sacred longing, as ancient as prayer. To yearn is to recognize what is missing, yes, but also to honor what is possible. Hope, even in its quietest form, is an act of devotion, a candle burning in the vastness, refusing to be snuffed out. Consider the feeling of loneliness, not as exile, but as a space of potential. In the hush of solitude, you can hear the softest truths, the murmur of your own heart, the distant echo of your childhood dreams, the subtle shift of light as one day becomes the next. Sacred loneliness is not emptiness, but a fertile silence where you can begin again. What if you were to treat yourself as you would a beloved guest in a sanctuary, offering warmth, patience, and gentle curiosity rather than judgment? The mind has a habit of replaying old scripts, harsh and unyielding, but you can choose a different tone. The invitation is simple, to notice each self-critical thought as just that, a thought, not a verdict. Like incense smoke curling through the nave, let them rise and dissipate. The world can be harsh, its demands relentless. When you feel battered by criticism or comparison, remember that even the grandest cathedrals have weathered storms and wars, their stones scarred but enduring. Your worth is not diminished by life's tempests. In fact, each trial carves new space for light to enter, deepening the resonance of your sanctuary. Self-esteem, then, is less a matter of adding virtues or achievements, and more a process of subtracting the layers of shame, fear, and self-doubt that obscure your natural brilliance. Imagine chipping away at a marble block, not to build something new, but to reveal the form that has always been hidden within. What would emerge if you let go of what no longer serves you? Perhaps you have tried to change yourself by force, setting impossible standards, berating yourself for every misstep. This is a common strategy, but it rarely brings peace. The paradox is that real change arises from acceptance, not aggression. When you meet yourself with compassion, you create an inner climate where growth is possible. Flowers do not bloom under hail, but under gentle sun. Light passing through fractured color is more beautiful than a sterile, unbroken pain. Each wound, each sorrow, refracts your experience, adding dimension and richness to who you are. Pain is not the enemy, it is the raw material from which meaning is shaped. You do not need to hide your scars, they are the stained glass of your story. Today, place your hand over your heart, close your eyes, and say softly, "It is safe for me to exist here." Notice what arises. This simple gesture of invocation is a reminder that you belong, no matter what your mind may argue. Repetition, like the tolling of a bell, engraves new truths into the silence. Self-efficacy grows through repetition and patience, not through grand gestures or sudden breakthroughs. Think of a mason repairing a cathedral wall, stone by stone. Each effort, however small, adds strength and stability. Every time you attempt something difficult, you strengthen the muscle of belief in your own agency. If you struggle to see your impact on the world, start with the smallest ripple. Feed a stray cat, tidy your desk, speak a kind word. These actions, though modest, are invocations, signals to yourself that you can shape your environment. Over time, these ripples gather force, forming currents that alter the course of your days. There will be moments when you falter, when old doubts resurface and the path is lost in mist. In these times, remember that even the most magnificent sanctuaries were built from rubble, their arches rising from ruins. Redemption is not a single act, but an ongoing process, a slow, steady return to yourself. The sacred is not found in perfection, but in the willingness to begin again. Each morning is an unmarked page, each breath a fresh invocation. When you stumble, meet yourself with the tenderness you would offer a friend. This is not weakness, but wisdom, the knowledge that harshness only deepens the wound, while gentleness allows for repair. Do you ever wonder who you might become if you stopped apologizing for your existence? If you let go of the belief that you must be flawless to be worthy? Imagine the space that would open within you, wide and luminous as a cathedral nave, echoing with possibility. Integration means gathering all the parts of yourself, the frightened child, the weary adult, the hopeful dreamer, and welcoming them home. No piece is too jagged, no memory too shameful. Like a mosaic, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. This is the alchemy of self-esteem, pain transformed into meaning, brokenness into beauty. To invoke your own worth is not arrogance, but an act of faith. Faith that you are part of something vast and mysterious, that your life has value beyond what can be measured. When you stand in this truth, even briefly, you become both supplicant and sanctuary, both seeker and sacred ground. Self-esteem is not armor against the world, but a foundation from which to meet it. When you know you are safe to exist, you can risk vulnerability, creativity, and connection. You can speak with honesty, act with courage, love with openness. The world becomes less a battlefield and more a place of pilgrimage. Hope is not a naive escape from suffering, but a luminous thread woven through even the darkest days. It is the quiet certainty that, however battered your sanctuary may be, the light will return. Each dusk is followed by dawn, each winter by spring. This cyclical rhythm is the heartbeat of existence. You may still have days when you feel unworthy, days when the walls seem too high, the cracks too deep. In those moments, remember that you are not alone. Every human heart has known longing, doubt, and the ache of loneliness. The very fact that you yearn for belonging is proof that you are already woven into the fabric of life. Self-esteem is not a destination, but a continual unfolding, a spiral rather than a staircase. There is no final moment of arrival, only a deepening sense of safety and belonging. Each step you take, each gesture of invocation, strengthens the foundation beneath your feet. Today, write down one thing you did this week, however small, that made a positive difference. Place it somewhere visible, a private relic of your efficacy. Let it remind you that your actions matter, that you are a force for good in the world, however quietly. Your worth is not conditional. It is not a reward for suffering or a prize for perfection. It is the birthright of every living being, as intimate and as vast as breath. When you allow yourself to believe this, even for a moment, you create a sanctuary within, a place where hope can take root, and the fractured light of your life can become a radiant whole. So stand, hands open in invocation, and let the light pour through you. You are both the supplicant and the sanctuary, the broken glass and the shimmering mosaic. It is safe to exist here. The world is waiting for the beauty only you can bring. Thank you for watching and for walking this path alongside me. If you'd like to support the channel, please like and subscribe. For high-resolution art, music, and full transcripts, consider joining me on Patreon. Until then, carry these reflections gently with you, and I hope to see you again in the next video.